to the 40,
Yeah.
to the 30, to the 20. He can go
Threes.
all the way to the 10.
Know what's going on? Come on now.
Clocking out, I had to drop you on your YouTube scroller. Call up Money Junkie, we done got the conversation router. Hit up Blue and ask him which one his parlay's going. Call a couple hours.
YouTube, what it is, what's poppin', and we back with another Conversation Junkie video. It's your boy Money Junkie and your boy.
What's up? Oh, my bad. It's your boy Blue, and we in the building. I didn't know how he was gonna throw me in on that, but y'all, welcome into another episode of Conversation Junkies, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us in today.
We got some sports for y'all, we got some freaky for y'all, we got people going to jail, getting out of jail.
A lot going on, man.
So just stay tuned in with us.
And make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video. Let's
And
get
share the
into it.
video.
Yes, sir.
But shit, we finna start out with last night.
Mm-hmm.
OKC versus Denver Nuggets.
Game 6. Hey. Yeah, this is a good series, man. I think this has been the best series we done seen so far. As far as all the back and forth and nobody trying to give up home court. Well, I mean, they gonna give up a home court game, but
Ain't nobody trying to go home.
yeah, ain't nobody trying to go home. And this shows both MVP candidates are putting their teams on their back, and we seeing it these past couple games. What you think about the game, man?
Like
My bad. Let me tell the audience, for those of y'all that didn't watch the game, Denver beat OKC 119-107. Basically, by the time they took off in the middle of the third quarter, it was kind of over with after that.
But just playing around. They tried to make a little run at that fourth quarter, but it was over with. But, like I said, a few episodes ago, whoever wins this series wins MVP.
MVP?
I'm telling you, people think the vote's already in. The votes is not in. They waiting to see who win this. But last night game, Jamal Murray first quarter, he came out hot, banging.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Porter. He stepped up in the second half.
He did. A couple of threes he hit.
Yeah,
Definitely came through.
Cause he's still injured, but he said he about to play through it. I gotta respect that.
They didn't even think Jamal Murray was gonna play last night.
He straight flu game. Came out there balling. Shout out to him.
He always have a flu game. Like every other series, it's something wrong with him. Wait, go ahead, man. My bad.
Nikola Jokic, you can't stop Joker. Joker gonna do what he gonna do. You gotta stop everybody else. Shea hit a couple of shots. He hit some lucky shots because he got fouled. He threw the ball up and they're still winning. I'm like, man, what? Then they called that foul on Jokic. He ain't even touch, buddy. I'm like, come on now. But all in all, it was a good game to watch. But I think Nuggets pull it out. They been there.
They been there. That championship pedigree.
Come on now, they been there. How you feel about it?
Well, it's like you don't really have the pedigree until you get the pedigree. You know what I mean? We see what Minnesota doing right now, but OKC, I mean, they had them up. They had a chance to put it away last night, and they didn't do it. Jalen Williams, I thought he was definitely gonna have a better game than shooting. What he shot 3 for like 18 from the field or something like that. He only
shout out to Jalen though. He hit for me on my parlay.
What you had his under?
No, I took it over in his first 5 minutes of the game. I needed 4. I needed 2.5. He had 4.
She shot 3 for 16 and ended up with 6 points.
His first 4 points was in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he did not come to play. I mean, Chet came to play. The bench. Alex Caruso leading the way off the bench. Them boys, they held like I said.
LA native.
Yeah, they really held up the game until the third quarter. Shea showed why he was MVP, trying to put the team on his back. He really shot efficient. He was 11 for 16, 32, 6, and 3.
Come on, that's why I said it's the battle of the MVPs.
You know what I mean? But the difference is what we've seen between Game 6 and Game 5. Jokic players or Jokic teammates stepped up. They didn't step up Game 5. That's how they lost. So,
but I can say this too. The difference between Shea and Jokic. Shea can have a bad game and his team still win. Jokic can't have a bad game and his team win.
See, this is why I disagree with you, because I don't have the stat right now, but it's a stat that if Nikola Jokic averaged a 40-point triple-double, his team don't win. They like 0-8 or something like that. So like, if his teammates are more involved, you know, like if you got like let's say 25-10, 25 versus like 40-10,
Right.
that mean that they stopping everybody else and they just letting Jokic do whatever they want.
But I said that to begin with. Stop. You can beat the Nuggets. You not gonna stop Jokic. Jokic is just like prime Shaq. Stop everybody else. Shaq gonna get off on his. Jokic gonna get off on his. You stop everybody else, you win.
Okay, this is not. Would you rather taking a prime Shaq or prime
Oh, give me Shaq.
Shaq or Jokic?
I want a Diesel. I want a bully down
I
there.
feel you. I mean, well, who you got for Game 7? As a matter of fact,
I'm taking the Nuggets, man.
taking the Nuggets.
I hate to say it, but I'm taking the Nuggets. What you got?
Just because it's in OKC, I think that home court advantage.
Nah, I say this. OKC have a chance if Alex Caruso get off.
Don't switch it.
No, I ain't switching. I'm saying they have a chance if Caruso get off.
Right.
But it's gonna be a different way.
I agree, but like I'm saying, that home court advantage going to definitely get into it. I'm gonna go for OKC just for the controversy of it. So y'all let us know how y'all feel. But whoever's the winner out of that game will be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Man, come on, man.
Giving out gentlemen suits to everybody. Last year he took out KD and Devin Booker and Jokic and Murray. This year he done took out Luka and LeBron. Now
Jimmy
Curry and Jimmy, even though Curry really didn't play like that.
I ain't gonna lie, they lose that series if Curry play. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I mean it was Game 6 versus the Game 5 anyway, so I didn't really expect too much out of it. But I mean, what you got to say about Minnesota, man? How you feel about how they look in this series?
You gotta play who in front of you.
So giving out gentlemen suits to everybody for winning.
You gotta play who in front of you. Shout out to Ant. Even Ant don't even have an efficient game. Cause sometimes his 20 to 30 points be looking hard to get.
No, I get it, but the last couple of games he has played better.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like if you actually watching him again, it look like all his shots don't go in. But he still find a way to be involved, man. Defense, make sure his team get off. His teammates do what they supposed to do. McDaniels, Reed. Hey, shout out my boy Julius. I don't let nobody talk bad about Julius, cause Julius can hoop. He just hoop when he want to.
I say Minnesota's shown all throughout the year that they definitely had a championship team. But I will say at the same time, the opponents, I mean, of course you play whoever's in front of you, but they just been exposing teams with no bigs. Like, they just been bigger, more physical than everybody else.
Definitely.
And then when you got that same superstar advantage, which Anthony Edwards is, we're seeing him grow in our very eyes. Like, far from,
he don't want to be the face of the league, but he is.
no, not even that. Just more so like his game. Like, we see him develop. Like, you know, when he first got in the league, it's I'm gonna play. Just get the ball in my hands. Just get the ball in my hands. He was pure athleticism. But now, like, he's hooping. Like, he's seeing when the double T is coming. Like, he's his last game he had 12 assists. Like, when he sees the double team coming, he's getting his teammate involved, and like that's what's making it look better overall.
And then you got Rudy looking like a superstar.
You say that's what I'm saying. So Golden State didn't have no bigs outside of Draymond for real. I mean, Lakers ain't had no bigs outside of Jackson Hayes and LeBron. They just been. I feel like this is what's gonna show them right here.
Definitely.
Whoever they play out of OKC and Denver.
Definitely, I definitely agree. But I will say this though, Timberwolves, they just bigger than everybody. Only team that's gonna match up with them well is the Pacers.
You don't think? I think OKC match up great against them in the Western Conference.
It's like they little versus they bigs. You know what I'm saying? Like size wise.
Nah.
Me and you might be the same height, but I might be thicker than you. You might be a little.
So, and you don't get that advantage to Minnesota? I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying, yeah, I get that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I think they match up well against anybody. That the GM from Denver, who built that Nuggets championship team up, he went to Minnesota and built the team to stop.
That's what I just said. Minnesota
they won last year.
Only team match up well versus them is the Pacers.
Pacers in the East though. I think they got good matchups in the West still. That's what I'm saying. No. OKC matchup well versus them.
Who? Shaq too little.
Chet?
I'm talking about like he's little.
Hurt or something?
He alright. He ain't.
You just
I'm saying he not little.
Last night.
I'm saying he not little though. Like he kind of sized.
Okay. Let's not do the recency bias now. I get that we just seen Rudy going off, but Rudy been going off.
I'm not even going off with Rudy. Nas Reed.
Nas. I feel like Nas Reed will put up. I feel like Nas Reed I have a better, what's the word, matchup wise, like offense and defense equivalence versus what's his name, Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon versus who Rui or LeBron. He was just physical. He over physical though. You don't see what I'm saying?
Not really. I'm saying they're bigger. Like he's physical. Yeah, I think we saying the same thing.
But OKC and Denver have better people to guard that. Like they have bigger bodies to throw at them. Like
Denver do, yes. Okay, who's gonna guard them? Size wise.
You act like Chet not 7 feet tall, man.
I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about muscle.
I feel like he gonna muscle him, but you still gotta go.
Goddamn, Julius gonna do shit. How big that is?
Okay, I mean you could always just switch it up, or you could put J-Dub on him and switch up. Like let's not act like OKC ain't had the number one defense all year.
That's debatable.
Come on. They led the league in all the stats. They led the league in all the stats all year. The Warriors switched first when Jimmy got there.
Right.
But OKC has led the defensive stats as far as number one steals, points off of defensive like ratings.
I mean, granted, that's gonna come just with having your hands up too though. That ain't necessarily size though. You feel me?
That is size. That count. Weight and height. You play defense in different ways. It ain't like Rudy been bump slamming on everybody. He just tall. He blocking shots.
Right, but I'm saying I feel like them niggas just bigger than everybody.
Hey.
We gonna see that.
I like Minnesota to come out the West. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna say like OKC and Denver not good matchups.
If they do play OKC, it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep.
Ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. For sure.
But I don't think OKC beating Denver.
So you got Denver and Minnesota.
Yeah.
So you got it coming up. That like I just told you, they built to beat them.
I got Ant.
You got Ant over
here. Ant done whooped their ass before. Over
the champ. Okay. That's real. That's gonna be a good one. I ain't gonna lie. But coming out the East, might as well talk about the team that's already sitting and waiting. But we got Indiana. Basically, also gentleman sweeping everybody.
I told y'all my words.
He did.
I said Kyrie's gonna show you he not overrated.
He did. I still think he overrated, but when you got the monkey nut saying it is what it is at this point. But yeah, the Cavs give a gentleman sweep to Cleveland 4-1.
Wait, you said that shit so bad. You said the Cavs give a
gentleman. Excuse me. Indiana gives the Cleveland Cavaliers a gentleman's sweep. Excuse me, y'all. To 4-1. I mean, what? I can't really say much. Donovan did his best. I mean, his teammates was out.
He do it every year. I mean, put the team on his back every year. His team let him down wherever he go.
Yeah.
So it's like, Spider gonna be Spider. Like, that's just another nigga. He gonna get his. Stop everybody else.
I mean, it was the matchup. I mean, I feel like it would definitely been a better series if Evan Mobley and Darius Garland had played more.
Right. I agree. If they was fully healthy, this like series go 4-7.
I'm gonna stick with the pick. I still think the Cavs would have won that, but it is what it is. Tyrese definitely showed why he's not overrated. I still think he is, but that's just me, type of person I am. But yeah, they sitting waiting. To be honest, they had an easy road.
Yeah, everybody getting hurt because even
Everybody
Donovan got hurt.
Donovan got hurt. The first series they swept Milwaukee, but I mean they didn't have Dame.
And Buddy wasn't in it all the way mentally. For the Bucks. Big
What are you
ass.
talking about?
Big ass.
Bobby Portis. Yeah. I mean they already had their own situation going, so the Pacers definitely been locked down with it. But I think this next series is definitely
take advantage of what's in front of you.
I give it to them though. This they second time in 2 years going to the Eastern Conference Finals, so they earned it at this point.
With
but
the Halle Berry, yeah.
They gonna lose either way to the Knicks or Boston.
Knicks.
I think
You got Knicks in 6.
you got the Knicks in 6.
I said this
That's
a couple episodes. I said Knicks in 6 versus the Celtics. Knicks in 6 versus Indy. Come on, man. I got the Knicks. And if the Knicks go to the championship, I will be in New York performing live on camera with the Knicks.
That's man. He think he's Spike Lee all of a sudden. But getting into it, the Celtics versus New York, where they got Game 6 tonight. We will be watching that. But overall, this series has been back and forth. Jason Tatum injury and the last 3 minutes of Game 5. The Knicks they was already gonna win that game anyway. By that point, they was up like 12 points in Game 5. Overall, what you got to say about the series?
Don't let that game be close in the fourth quarter. That's the best thing I can tell you. But Jalen Brunson, he about to get a max contract right there in New York.
He already on the max.
Nah, he finna get a big one for sure.
Oh, you
Because
think he finna restructure?
OG had to know the highest paid player on the team.
Yeah, but I mean that's what makes their team so good is because they have the team that they have. Though.
Right.
Them stretch lanes like that, like they built to beat the Celtics. Really, like they built themselves to beat the Celtics.
And if OG get off every game like how he did the first 2, it's gonna be tough to beat anybody. I mean, it's gonna be tough to beat them at all. But I will say with this series, even before Jason Tatum got hurt, the Knicks just played harder. Granted, on paper, the Celtics look better. They had the better players, bigger names, but it's about who got it, who won it.
Yeah, it definitely was because I mean in 3 separate games they was up. The Boston Celtics was up at least 20 points, and each time the Knicks came back and they won the game. So I mean, to be honest, I think the last game that they won on Wednesday night, I think that was more of a let's do it for Jason.
Then, yeah. I mean, but I can say this: they weren't taking a lot of threes, and the threes that they were taking, they were making.
They were hit. I mean, come on now. How many times is Derek White gonna go like 9 or 12 from the? Where do you go? Like, I know it was a crazy number.
Well, I said Derek White finna turn into
He went 7 to 13 from the 3, man. Come on. How many times is he gonna do?
You know they playing the guard tonight. And folks said Derek White finna turn to prime LeBron and Steph Curry tonight.
You think Boston gonna win tonight and game 7?
No, I think it's over.
Oh, you think it's over tonight? Okay.
I think Cat finna have at least 25. Jalen Brunson gonna have 25.
I told you Cat was gonna determine the series, but I will say
no.
It was Mikal.
But Mikal, every time I bet on you, you let me down. But you come through in the fourth quarter. It don't make sense.
Yeah, he the unspoken player of this series. I will say that for the Knicks. Honestly, this might be it for this version of what we see from the Celtics though, because Jason Tatum he gonna be out all of next year with that injury.
They finna break all that.
Al Horford and Drew Holiday, they both old.
Al going to retire.
Yeah, he might retire. Drew only had 2 years, a year left on his anyway, so he been wanting to retire.
Yeah.
So he might leave, restart. They don't know what they're gonna do with Kristaps because this is a contract year for him.
And then Jaylen Brown might get traded.
Yeah. So.
But me personally, I've always said Jaylen Brown was their best player, not Tatum.
I agree. I felt like Jaylen Brown. He was their dog.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's how I felt about D-Wade and LeBron in those 2012, 2013 eras. Like, I've always felt like D-Wade was better, but he had to take that back seat so LeBron could be as great as he was. Right. That's how I see it for Tatum and Brown.
Definitely.
I mean, Well, yeah, we'll see it.
It's over with tonight. Knicks and 6.
So with that being said, you got Knicks and Indy in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who you like?
I said Knicks and 6.
Knicks and 6 versus Indy. So you like the Knicks and the Wolves in the finals?
Definitely. Whoever wins, I don't care because I support Ant, because I support Jalen Brunson too.
You know what? I can say I agree with that. If not Minnesota, it'll be okay. Excuse me. If not Minnesota, it would be Denver, but I think it's gonna be Minnesota as well. And that's my picks that I'm sticking with. So y'all let us know how y'all feel about those, man. And let me ask you this.
Right.
Just before we get off of it. With the Celtics gonna change the team how they is, nobody think the Knicks gonna continue like on this path that they on. Indy, who know what Indy is, and then Cleveland done showed you that they frauds. You think Giannis should stay? Get the Bucks another year?
No, Giannis gone. He already said he wanted to leave. He said he either want to go somewhere in LA or
somewhere in Texas. He wanna go
no, he said
somewhere,
he said either Clippers or he said somewhere in LA or
I saw something different.
no, I definitely seen it was either LA or was it LA and somewhere else. He said, but he told him 2 places. He said, but he definitely said he wanted to play in LA.
The reports I seen said he wanted to go somewhere where they had no state taxes, and somewhere where he can win a championship for the next couple of years. I know San Antonio's an option, Rockets an option, maybe OKC, places like those. It got to be somewhere where they got enough trade assets.
Right.
I don't know. I think with the way the East might look next year, hey, give it another year, see what them boys do. I mean, it's not like they're not trying to put a team around them.
But I'd rather see us get Trae Young to LA or anybody else.
I get that you a LA fan, but why you want Trae Young to LA so bad? He is not gonna fit. Him and Luka is not a good defensive backcourt. They gonna get blown.
It's not at all. But Kyrie and Luka was not a good defensive backcourt,
and they lost. You win in this league with wings, not with. Now I'm not gonna say you don't win with guards, but if you look at all the championship teams that have won recently, they all had important wing defenders.
A lot of teams got hurt.
Not facts, but those wing defenders play a part.
True.
And every championship that's happened, Denver championship, Boston, who else won recently? Golden State when they won, they had Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson still, Jonathan Kuminga. And shout out Jonathan Kuminga, by the way. As a matter of fact, before we get off of that, because I saw that report about they saying Steve Kerr wasn't playing him versus that other series because he was waving off Steph Curry and he wasn't trying to go with the offense.
But
that man trying to play his game,
Curry get the ball. It don't matter.
Yeah, and I get with that, but at the same time, man, these young players, man, they just trying to hoop. And he just showed you what he could do when Jimmy wasn't trying to give you no production and it was just them two out there, Curryless team, and you just seen the points that he was dropping, at least trying to keep y'all in the game. So shout out you, man. And wherever you go, I hope them boys pay you and see you for your work. But that's all I got on the NBA, man. You got any more thoughts on it?
Nah, we finna see how it end this week and how the next week gonna start.
Yes, sir. Yes, we will.
Let's get into this NFL, man.
Mm-hmm. What you got to talk about, man? What we got?
That boy, Big Henry. Big Henry, 2 year, 30 million?
30 mil, yeah, $30 million. Yeah, I mean, them boys keeping the running back position valuable.
Do you think they win though? Do you think they gonna win?
No, I don't see them winning. I don't see them. As stacked as their team is, to be honest, they gonna keep putting help on that defense. That's their coach.
And then they started safety. He just got hurt. He out for the season.
Oh yeah, I did see that. But I mean, they just drafted Malachi Starks, so I feel like either way they're gonna be good with them and Kyle Hamilton back there.
True. But Kyle's still kind of dealing with an injury too from last year. So he got to shake back.
But I mean, to be honest, I don't think the Ravens gonna go nowhere because for one, Lamar has showed you that he will nut up when it is time to.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Last year, I can't blame him. That was definitely
Lamar Sanders.
Yeah.
No. But he has showed you
Yeah.
that he can. And not only that, I don't think they put the right skill positions around him. Like they do try, they do put definite value into their team, into their receivers, but they don't pick the right personnel for Lamar. That's how I feel.
I think they try too hard to be a run first team.
I'm on first team, yes.
And that shit don't work.
Zay Flowers is a good receiver for them. I like the tight end combo with Likely and Andrews, but outside of like they picked up DeAndre Hopkins. And like as much as I love DeAndre and I know he's gonna do a good thing for that locker room, I just saw him drop a ball for Kansas City in the championship when we needed it.
Not only that, they still gotta get a kicker. They cut Justin.
Oh yeah, so I mean, shout out to Derrick Henry for
keeping that him and Barkley keeping that backfield alive.
Yeah, and
but I'm gonna keep it 100.
Jameer.
I know we ain't put this on our itinerary or whatever, but the team I'm scared for this year, the New York Giants.
Cam Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
Neighbors.
That other receiver they got.
Wandale?
Is it Wandale?
With Jalen Hyatt? I know you're scared of Hyatt.
Nah, I forgot his name.
Even though I thought he could have did something for it.
And that quarterback locker room.
Jackson?
Come on, now. That quarterback locker room.
No, I think their defense for sure is gonna be scared. That D line is amazing, but they need they need more receivers. The Giants need way more than anything to talk about right now.
I keep predicting stuff. Mark this right now.
They definitely got a better roster than what people give them credit for. They have talent, but I think they need another year of drafting and veteranship before they could do any type of contenders.
Yeah.
What I will say though, with Derrick Henry and Saquon doing what they're doing, when it's time for Bijan and Jameer and Ashton Genty, all these boys to get their contracts.
And don't forget now, Russell Wilson, old boy,
James
Day.
James is a lot of guy.
That's all you need. That's all you need to win sometimes. Somebody to coach you up.
I feel that. And we haven't talked about it on stream, but how you feel about, like, how do you officially, you can now tell our viewers how you feel about George Pickens going to the Cowboys?
I knew you was going here. Just pass me a black mouth. I just wanted to see it at least. I knew he was going to get traded because I didn't think we were going to pay him. But I wanted to see it at least 1 year, him and DK together.
That's all the Steelers fans, that's what I hear everybody say.
I wanted to see it one time. Not it didn't have to be the whole season, at least a couple games. But I hope he do, succeed over there or whatever. But he ain't gonna win with Dallas. That's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
I know that's not gonna happen.
I mean, the schedules just dropped. Let's go through these schedules real quick. I know you got it.
I don't think they're gonna win with Dak at their quarterback.
I mean, now that we talking about it though, while you pulling up the schedule, you got CD on one side, George Pickens on the other.
Right.
They just drafted alignment first overall, so they just strengthened up their run game. They got two good running backs in Javonte Williams and Jalen Blue.
Yeah,
that's his name, right? The rookie running back. So they really kind of revamped the offense.
they have one person at quarterback that I don't believe in.
Back.
But, alright, so they play the Eagles. I'm going to go through their first 5 games. Eagles, New York.
Hold on. Let's just go through them, and let's just we're going to say dub or loss as we go through them. And then at the end of it, we'll just count up the record. Alright. Just tell me at home or away versus each one.
Now that I can't. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. Eagles, away.
Eagles away. Loss.
Come on now. At home, New York.
Win.
Win. September 14th.
No, win. That's a win.
Oh, you saying win?
Yeah.
I'm tripping. All right. Away, Bears.
That's a win.
Home, Green Bay. That's a loss.
I give it a loss. 2-2.
Jets away.
Win. They playing the Jets in Jet Stadium?
Yeah.
That's a win. I give it a win. 3-2.
Carolina.
4-2. Win.
Okay. Washington at home.
4-3. Loss.
Broncos away.
5-3. Win.
Cardinals away. No, Cardinals at home. Yeah, Cardinals home.
6-3.
Okay. Oakland Raiders
7-3.
away. All right, now they home. Eagles.
6 and. You know what? They split. They always split with the Eagles. No.
You're right.
So I give it 7-3. That's so we at 10, right? Game 10. All right.
At home. Your team, Kansas City.
7-4. That's a loss. That's
Away.
Thanksgiving.
Detroit.
7-5.
At home. Vikings.
8-6. 8-5. My bad. 8-5.
8 home Chargers.
John Harbaugh with that ring at the end of the season like that. 8-6.
Away Washington.
What did I give it to the first time? Did I give it to Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Dallas. 9-6.
In New York. Away.
10-6.
For sure. Makes that 10-6. All right, Steelers. First game is away. Jets.
Hold on, this the Steelers.
Yeah.
All right, so Dallas, I'm giving them a 10-6 record. Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Did we miss a game? Okay, yeah, it is 17 game season. Yeah. I mean, that ain't really. That's a Cowboy season. That's a Cowboy
Exactly.
season. I can't tell you. All right, go ahead with the Steelers.
Week 1 away Jets.
At Jets,
Yeah.
I get a win.
All right. Seattle.
Whoa. I give it a loss because we don't know who their
Justin.
quarterback is. Yeah, and it's a Justin revenge game. I'll take that back.
All right.
On 1.
Seattle home.
1. That's a win.
Away Patriots.
That's a win. 2-1.
Home Vikings. Well, that ain't really home. We the home team, but that's in Ireland.
2-2.
All right. Home Cleveland.
3-2.
Away Bengals.
Cause since he start catching hot round like game 4, game 5.
This week 7.
Did y'all already have your bye week?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what?
Bye week game 5.
Okay. Okay, it's after a bye week.
It was the second game after bye week.
I give you.
I ain't gonna lie. I say a loss because I'm looking at the.
That's what I'm
It's a 4-day.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
We play back to back.
So what's that? 4-3. That's
Yeah.
week 7. Yeah, 4-3. That's a loss.
All right. Home Green Bay.
That's a win.
Home Indiana.
That's a win. 6-3.
Away Chargers.
I get that a loss. They match up well against y'all.
Home Bengals.
That's a win. Wait. Y'all at home? Yeah.
Yeah, we home.
Yeah. That's 7. What's that? 7-3.
Away Chicago.
That's a win.
Home Buffalo.
That's a loss. 8-4. I'm sorry.
That man crazy. Away Baltimore.
You in Baltimore? I think.
It's crazy thing. We always win at Baltimore and lose at home.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That I give y'all that win, but the next one will be the loss.
Yeah.
So I give what's that 9-5 or 9-4?
Yeah, no.
9-5. Okay.
All right, then you got Miami home.
10-4.
Away Detroit.
10-5.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know that's a loss. Away, Cleveland.
In Cleveland at the end of the year, 10-6.
Yeah, and then Baltimore at home.
What's that? I gave y'all got that first one. So 11-6. That's a Pittsburgh year for y'all.
Exactly.
That's a Pittsburgh year for y'all. So really between the Steelers and Dallas, nobody really won. Nobody really lost. That's the point we got it, y'all, for everybody.
But
that
we'll have a winning season with Steelers in the playoffs. Dallas might not make it.
Badly. They might badly get it. I mean, just because the AFC might be so tough. But, y'all, we did all of that to basically go through and say that nobody really won or lost for that GP trade besides basically George Pickens. But, yeah, that was just a crazy trade, man. Nobody expected that. And, I mean, Mike Tomlin was the lead initiator of that.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show how much George Pickens probably wasn't.
But at the same time, we always get rid of the players right when they're supposed to. Because
Yeah.
every receiver has fell off once we traded them, except for AB. AB, the only one that...
It took
AB is
a
AB
minute though. It took because he went to the Raiders, then the Patriots.
Yeah.
He was acting up everywhere till he had
But
got to
AB
Tampa real quick.
AB still Tony Total.
Hitting the jumping. Yeah, he had already. I feel you on that one. But yeah, it's always something with y'all receivers, bro. I don't get what it is.
They only do good with us. Go somewhere else and be terrible. So.
And speaking on terrible locker rooms, we could talk about the Bengals rookies real quick. It shows another trash organization not signing.
Them boys.
Yeah, so for y'all that don't know, the Bengals first and second round rookies, Shamar Stewart and Demarius Knight are not signing their contracts basically with the Bengals right now, holding out for minicamp. How you feel about that, man?
Boys think they bigger than the program. That NIL money got them boys thinking they bigger than whatever it is. But at the end of the day, that can't mess up their money because the NFL will show you.
Yeah,
you're not
bigger than the program. Hey, ain't nobody bigger than this shield, man. I mean, that's all I know, man. And
because granted, it's somebody who's going through way worse than you. That money that they is trying to give you.
Well, they'll
take
that.
question.
Yeah, they'll pick up a whole bunch of undrafted. Hey, I bet you they'll get that money back to Trey Hendrickson real quick now. Y'all playing.
Don't let them call me. I'm taking it immediately.
Hey, but overall, I think I say if they feel like their value is much more worth that. Then hey, who am I? Only they know how much they put in their bodies through. But I just think that's a bad look for them, and especially, I will say this.
It just shows Shador. You're not bigger than this.
Yeah, you're not. But my thing is, even with everything going on, Joe Burrow's not gonna have no excuse at the beginning of the season to not win in September.
Yeah.
But
they always gotta get it together, like you just said.
They always got something going on in the off season, and every year it end up messing up. And they 0-9 in the first 2 weeks of the season. And Joe Burrow's
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Shiesty though. He got them boys paid. Chase and
my bad. 0-9, 1-11 in his first 5 years.
He got his weapons though. That's all that matters. Ain't nothing scary than Jamar Chase and Higgins.
Yeah,
on opposite sides of the field.
It's gonna be keep putting up 40 points in the loss, man. That defense don't get right. He not gonna have no excuse, like I said, and we're just gonna see how the Bengals gonna keep being the Bengals. And I mean, what y'all and the Steelers gonna be fight? The Steelers and the Bengals gonna be fighting for third and fourth place. My bad.
Come on, man.
Second and third. My bad.
Steelers going second.
Second and third. My bad. Excuse me. I forgot about the Browns.
Exactly.
For now.
But I ain't gonna lie, shout out Mike Tomlin, because no matter what team he got, he found a way to get there. Even though we ain't doing nothing when we get there. But
even with that 11-6.
Exactly.
But y'all, with that being said, we appreciate you for our sports edition of this week's Conversation Junkies. Again, we done went over a lot of crazy between the East and East West conference games right now, and between a lot that's going on in this NFL offseason. Next, we got a Junkies After Dark episode coming up, but before we get that, we, again, appreciate y'all for tuning in, and make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Convo Junkies came to talk they shit. You go out there and talk your shit. If you need stats on last week game, to tune into my dogs. We having conversation about anything involving ball. See, when it come to football, past the days, we love the Steelers. And when it come to analytics, Bruno.
What's up, y'all, man? We got this Junkies After Dark going on, man. And we already done talked about the sports and everything, but to get into it, I always talk about the craziness. We got a little freaky episode, I guess, Junkies After Dark, or really a crazy episode. I mean, between the black men out here, man, they got us out here looking down bad, bro. I don't know, we need to tighten up. But first thing I want to talk about is this Cassie and Diddy case, man. Look, about these free calls. Yeah, these little free calls, man. What you think about what's going on?
Shout out to Bootsy, man. That man said this ain't no Rico, this a Freako.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know there's gonna be a lot of controversy with this, but and I will say everything that they accusing this man Diddy of, he definitely did it. Like, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They say if it would have been a criminal or a domestic abuse case, he would have lost immediately. But it's not about that. It's about the sex trafficking and racketeering. They trying to get him on some.
Nigga, R. Kelly look like a saint.
Yeah, they trying to get him on some sex RICO stuff going on. So with that, I will say, I may not understand enough about, you know, have been in no abusive relationship, nothing like that. But I can't say that Cassie didn't play her part in this.
Ooh, shit. Nigga trying to get us canceled.
Nah, I ain't trying to get us canceled. It's not like I'm not saying like she didn't go through what she go through, and you know she pregnant right now while she on trial. You know, talking about all of this, and you feel what I'm saying. I know her family going through it, her husband going through it, all of that, and I wish her the best, and you know I hope everything goes well. But she said it herself, bro. She said, I love this man so much, and like I was so jealous. I didn't want nobody else to do it but me. Like, I felt like I had to do this to please Sean, and like I was just so jealous. I just love him. I'm like, so you knowingly was doing all this? Yeah, you wasn't comfortable with it, and who knows? A dude at my job asked me, or if it was in reverse and it was you, I said, hell no, I would not do it. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to say it like.
I get a headache just thinking about it, cause not like I done heard of the watching your girl, like, oh, niggas be freaky wanting to watch their girl get freaked on.
Yeah.
I done heard of that, but you watching her get freaked on, the nigga nut, and they come put it on you. Now you OD. Now you just gay. I can't even hold it. That's too freaky for me.
He asking them to pee on, or asking them to pee on her and rubbing the oil on it. She said she had so many UTIs that the antibiotics wasn't even working anymore. Like, she was having sores on her tongue, and and to be honest, if I was her husband, my arm would be sick.
Bro, listen, if I was her husband, dog, in court, I'm taking my ring off, dropping it, like you can hear, like, you know, it's so quiet, you can hear a fun drop. That's how quiet that courtroom is, and you're gonna hear this ring.
So you couldn't take it?
No.
What if she told you beforehand, like, babe, before we even get on stand, like I'm gonna let you know everything that happened?
That's an automatic divorce.
They done already got married, then, so you don't. Come on now, because everybody done already knew about this Diddy stuff for a little minute now. You don't think they done had that talk, that one-on-one?
It's like, yeah, but you like, man, you lying. I don't believe that. But
you don't really hear it till it's on stand. Like, you ain't even got the whole truth for real yet.
Exactly, right.
You had them details.
You up there for the crash.
But nah, yeah, you know, it's still ongoing. It's like, what, 2 weeks of the investigation, but from where it's looking right now, they building up a strong defense, and they just kind of waiting to land the plane. Once they get these testimonies after Cassie done, it look like Diddy cooked, man. I mean,
Definitely.
I don't know. His lawyers, I ain't gonna lie, his lawyers fighting back. They trying to make it seem as if Cassie was a part of it, so they can't really say it wasn't sex trafficking per se. It was just like the freaky shit that we was into. But I mean, that's it. We got a lot more to go with that, man. But on another case of did he do it, we got this man DDG and Halle Bailey.
With the Halle Berry.
I'm gonna say it right now. I know I'm already looking like a bad guy. I don't think Lil Bro did it. That's just me.
I don't think he did it.
I don't think he did it.
Even if he did do it.
You know? Because I mean, it's been so like he done been in so many relationships like on the internet for the world to know.
And no other girl say he was abusive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then they gonna hit me with, well, Ruby Rose said that she put her hand. No, yeah, she did. And then she also said that she lied and that he didn't do it. So if y'all gonna say that first part, bring up the second part about it. Cause I mean, shit, if one girl lied, another one can. And especially, come on now, this is a Disney princess we talking about, an actress.
It ain't even about that. It's about who she under. I don't even want to say their names, but
yeah,
come
the
on.
folks.
Exactly.
She under them folks. So let's not act like she don't have the power by them people to like try to end this man's career. And like, it's plenty of evidence of this, like her not wanting him to do certain things around the kid, like not having the baby on stream and stuff like that. And like I see in the comments and people on the internet. If he say he did it, woody woo. If she say she did it, why y'all won't just believe her? Or it's all this black woman hate, and it's like, no, y'all act like people don't lie. Like this is the world we live in.
Exactly.
Like people do have reasons to do foul things to each other. That's all I'm saying. Now if he did do it, I don't condone that. Lil Ray, you got whatever that's coming your way. But personally, I feel like he innocent until proven guilty.
Definitely.
Any thoughts on it?
I don't want to speak on it because I can't say what happened behind closed doors, but I do know this. I seen a video of her hitting his brother and all that. So it's like, was you antagonizing this man? And he had a reflex and accident. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go up part of it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of person that take domestic violence serious. I got 2 sisters, so I have
a sister as well.
I never want nobody to play with them, but you know, at the end of the day, we gotta get to the nitty gritty. Cause like, what did you do to make that man hit you? Cause we all know a man not just finna hit no woman first. You gotta do something to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the there's 3 sides to the story: your side, her side, and the truth.
Yeah, I agree. And let's also say the story was kind of sketchy. I ain't gonna stay on it too much longer, but the story goes, they was putting Halo in the backseat of the car, and they was arguing. He was telling her to get out or whatever, and she was buckling him up. And then they end up going to wrestling after they was arguing about the baby schedule or something like that. You know, picking him up, dropping him off, stuff like that. How did it go from that to you not wanting to get into the car? Or you wanted to get into the car because you ain't felt like the baby was safe. This man slammed your head into the steering wheel 2 times. And your chipped tooth in the exact place where you just posted months ago. Exactly. That your chip was already chipped in that exact place.
Exactly. She a little liar. She a little liar.
She's an actress. Like that's literally what she does for a living, y'all. Like. Y'all boys stay woke out here, man. Y'all gotta choose who y'all have y'all baby mamas with, man. That's all I'm gonna say. This after dark, so we can keep it real on here, man. This ain't the ESPN sponsorship. Wait, can we even say that? With another case of that bitches is lying.
Or did he do it?
We got this man Tory Lanez, man. This man, it had to take them boys tried to get him up out of there. They tried to get him going, but tell me what happened, man.
Diddy got it, not Diddy, what a dumbass. Tory got stabbed up, 14 times?
Mm-hmm. 14 times in jail, and this was on Monday.
Yeah, he got into it with somebody who already doing life in prison, so he ain't had nothing to live for. So they tried to get Tory out of here. But it come to find out, Tory ain't the one shotter.
Tory didn't shoot her, man. I mean, I don't know how you felt about it, but I'm gonna say it again. I never thought that he did it.
In fact, I was on Tory's side all the time.
And everybody, like again, everybody sent me with the, oh, you must hate black women, whatever. If she said that he shot her, then why would she be lying? Cause people be lying. She lied when she said they didn't fuck. Like,
come on now.
So come on now, let's not act like that. We can't hold it like, and I hate to kind of mess this up for all the female potential viewers that we might have. But y'all not all so innocent, and I ain't putting this out for every woman. And I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to clickbait or nothing, but shit, y'all sneaky too now. I will say this: it ain't always the niggas that's the ones that's out here doing the grimy shit.
Exactly.
I will say that, but we'll let everybody know the bodyguard came out, basically said, I'm not under an NDA contract. It's been eating me forever as soon as this man gets stabbed up. It's been eating me forever that I haven't been able to
Then I
see.
seen another video with, it looked like Megan was stepping on glass and cut her foot, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to go with that, but I hope Tory get out. Free that man.
Prosecutor said that the bodyguard said the best friend Kelsey, she was the one that shot the gun 3 times.
Exactly.
When Tory tried to get the gun out her hand, him and the bodyguard wrestled, got the gun out her hand, and it fired 2 more times. And that's how the story went. They argued, and it corroborates with everybody else's story. And then he also asked, why wasn't there any more evidence taken from anybody else other than Mr. Patterson?
Exactly.
Why was he or if there was it taken in and not
exposed?
And not exposed. So like either way, they showing the corruption of it and how they tried to get this black man basically murdered in jail. So, I hope this man Tory come out big and stronger than whatever they tried to put him through. And I hope
And then they said another thing with Tory being in there. Under them other people.
You feel, that's what I'm saying. So
them other people.
It may be something deeper than what it is right now, but they clearly trying to hush Tory for whatever it is. But I just hope he got God on his side and they gonna get him through whatever it is. But man, the world we living in right now. All I can say is, man, to y'all young fellas, y'all gotta be safe out here. Y'all gotta watch y'all keeping your head up, man. Like get to this money, but it's more than money, cause there's power out here. These people to get you going. I mean,
look what that money make them do.
Yeah, look what it make them do, man. But that's all I got for this crazy edition of Junkies After Dark, man. If you got anything else you want to talk about, I don't know.
We had a great episode today.
Yeah, I agree. We had a great episode. Y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we got a lot more screens and stuff coming for y'all.
Oh, the TikTok clips coming. We posting on Twitch, and hey, get in tune before we blow up now.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. We putting in the work. I promise y'all. We appreciate y'all for going through the process. This ain't really just a sports podcast or Junkies After Dark. This is us growing as young men and with this podcast and doing a lot of big things. So we appreciate y'all for getting on the journey with us, and y'all make sure y'all got support. So with that being said, let's go. We out.